One of the best plants for our garden is our native dogwood, the white native dogwood that grows all the way from Florida up to Canada. And this variety is perfect for birds. The woodpeckers, the mockingbirds, all of the birds feed on the fruit of this native dogwood. Now, some of the new dogwoods that we grow today have beautiful flowers, but they don't produce the fruit that this does. And right behind me, I've got the great, beautiful native winterberry. And there's some named varieties now, but if you're driving down the Blue Ridge Parkway, sometimes you'll see whole patches in the winter with beautiful red berries. This variety here, the birds really don't feed on, and this color persists through January. If you've got bright shade and you want to grow a really neat plant and a native plant, consider our American holly, Ilex opaca. And right here, this holly is just filled with berries, and they're going to turn red over the next couple months, and the birds love to feed on them. Now remember, with hollies, you need a male and a separate female tree to get the best berry production. Even though they say, hey, you know, you don't need it, you really should have it. And right over to the right here is the male tree. No berries at all, but they flower at the same time. The flies and the pollinators and the wind will pollinate and help produce berries like you see here. Again, that's a native American holly. One of my favorite native trees to put in your garden or around your home if you have property is the native common persimmon. Some of us are familiar with the Japanese or Asian persimmon, which you'll see in the food stores. You know, they're going to get up to 3 inches in diameter. This is a Native American, and I will tell you, I found some types here on our property that were extremely sweet. If you harvest them and try to eat them before they are ripe, they're extremely astringent, lots of tannins, and they'll pucker up your mouth. But I found some really super sweet ones that are just fantastic. Keep in mind, there are male trees and female trees, so you have to have both. And that's what really the wildlife provides for us. There are deer runways and paths right behind me here, and included in their path they come right underneath this persimmon tree, and they feed on the fallen fruit. Skunks, raccoons, foxes, and birds, and possums feed on this tree. It's a great native tree, one of the best you can incorporate into your garden. And if you are going to eat them, they got to be nice and soft. Usually that's after a frost. But I found a variety that we've not gotten cold yet, and it is super sweet. And it's got like 3 or 4 seeds. So when the deer digest them along their paths, they drop the seed and you get new plants. I'm Mark Viette. Join me next time in the garden.